Now that we have this basic skeleton built, I want to take a look at using the validator that we have available. So here I'm just going to go to Google and type in W3C validator. And the one that I want for what we're doing right now is this first one, validator.w3.org. When I click on that, I'm taken to this page. It's very simple. You can validate by URI. If you have the page published, you can validate by file upload or by direct input. So here I am going to drag my index.html file over and click on check. That goes through the checking, and I didn't declare the file encoding. I don't much care for using this, but you do need to put in some settings so that it can validate it the way that it needs to based off of these. What I prefer to do a lot of times so that I can go through the document and check some things, validate by direct input. So here, if I go to my HTML document, highlight it all, copy it, then I can paste that in here. Paste, and then I can check that document and see it does have a warning telling me I should add the lang attribute to the HTML element. We'll look at that later. But since there's no errors, then we're fine. Now, if I had done something like, let me add, say I want to put a div inside of this element, and then I want to put an anchor tag here, href equals, it's not going to actually go anywhere, and say I didn't have this ending tag, so, and then I put this in there, then this should give me an error that I broke something. Something's not working right. I need to look at it. And we can see here end tag div seen, but there were open elements. An A element that is not closed. No P element in scope, but a P end tag was found. End tag for body seen, but there were unclosed elements. So looking at that, it's talking about this. It highlights it down here. So there's some stuff going on that it didn't like. I mean, we did that on purpose, where all I have to do is I can go either in my document, fix it, and then copy and paste it, or I can go in here and put that ending anchor tag in, then check my document, see what it says. It's telling me no P element in scope, and that's because I have a div inside of a paragraph, and you're not allowed to do that. But you might do something like that and have to figure out why exactly that's not working. So now that I took that div element out, I can see those errors are gone, and I'm just getting this warning. As long as you don't have any of the red errors and it's just the warning, then that's okay. I mean, if you can get rid of the warnings as well, that's great. We could do that pretty easily in this by adding, let me put this back where it should be. Adding the lang equals, I believe it's eng, to our HTML element. And now when I paste this in and I check it, that's because it's en, not eng. then I can see that there's no warnings or errors, and that is ideal, but you can get by with the warnings for this class if you're not that worried about them, as long as we don't have the actual errors in the page, because the errors in the page mean that something's wrong. If you're validating your code and you just can't figure out for the life of you what is going on, why you can't get rid of this error or what exactly it means, feel free to reach out. Reach out to your fellow students. They might have an idea, or reach out to me and we can take a look at it and try to figure out what's going on.